know who this tall guy was.
Oh, do you want it?
Yeah. Got it? All right. How is everybody? Once again, for those that don't know, my name is Richard Naviasky, and tonight I'm going to do a sea set, S-E-A, you know, like the ocean. And I got a couple of these, like I call them sea shanties, but I don't really know what the dictionary definition of a sea shanty is. So they may just be sea tales. And then I got actually a poem I'm going to start with. It's also a sea tale. And the first one, the poem is a true story, and the other ones are, you know, I guess possibly true, but if they are, then it's just a lucky guess. So here we go. This one is, when I was like 24 years old, I was working in the boatyard in Baltimore. And and then I heard a conversation, but a guy was having, and the next thing I knew, 3 weeks later, I was sailing for the first time in my life, but I was going across the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, on a 53-foot sailboat. It was pretty wild. I mean, it was actually, I lost my mind, but. So anyways, here we go. This is the story of that. It's 18 verses, but they're all haikus, so it goes pretty quick. All right. Unmoored, we set sail. Unmoored, we set sail to cross the Atlantic Sea, 6 others and me. The sailboat seemed small, with so little relevance, set atop the sea. Wind pushed us toward the curve of the horizon in futile pursuit. Night's dark purple sky brought a miracle of stars, all storytellers. There were also nights when moonlight glowed in the sky like late afternoon. Sea clouds would mimic currents, horizons, the wind, and all of our minds. Shimmering shadows appeared in kaleidoscopes like ghosts of the sea. Mountains ran stumbling in heaving masses across an endless ocean. For 1 week, the sea carried us through her stampede in violent pursuit. When the sea grew calm, we 7 strewn on the deck rejoiced in the sun. And then the wind died, or entered hibernation. Doldrums broke our minds. Sunk into despair, thoughts too heavy to carry, closed in from all sides. Days passed like months. The sea rose and fell slowly, like a sleeping chest. Drowsy and restless, and with nowhere to wander, we dove in the sea. A cargo ship passed. Our radios sparked with life, and then it was gone. When wind brushed my neck, my heart filled with gratitude for its hopefulness. We touched land again, first an archipelago, then the coast of Spain. Wind is like the sea. When it whispers, we forget its enormity. Now I got to take a deep breath because I tried to play this song on Monday at the Lyric Open mic, and this is a pretty new one. I wrote it like a week ago, and I remembered all the words. It did the opposite. I actually remembered all the words, and I just couldn't remember what it sounded like. So anyway, I wound up reciting it instead of playing it. So this time I'm going to try to play it. This song is called Sea Stars. A sailor stood staring at endless night sky, waiting to wish on a star shooting by. On rocks from an island his sailing yacht sunk, so he kicked toward the island on a kitchenware trunk. He'd waited to wish longer than he'd have thought, but he saw no stars shooting and heard none kerplunk. into the ocean where his sailing yacht sung, with the bottles of rum that he used to get drunk. Flotsam and jetsam washed up on the shore. He had crabs for companions, but he wanted more. He sailed from the island on a washed up tug. The last words he spoke as it sunk were glove, glove. Into the ocean his ankles did dump, and his hips and his chest and his head full of junk. That was racing to be the last thought that he thought, as down the sailor in his bathtub song. He sank toward a starfish who on a wet wind, watching him shooting downward, wished upon him. I got another fairly dark tale too. This one's a little more like a fable, I guess. It's called Burning Ship. Got my fingers in the wrong place. With wild wind whipping and sails full of fire and flames on the deck, still growing higher, the crew floated close, staring with dismay. There on the bow stood the ship stowaway. He'd been aboard since a port in Peru, or maybe before that, nobody knew. He'd only been caught 10 minutes prior when he kicked the lamp that started the fire, which led to the crew abandoning ship. That's how the stowaway gave them the slip. Had the crew not jumped, they all would have died, or so they thought, but their captive survived. He stood on the bow, rising with the waves, high above the sailors' watery graves. Them doomed by water, he grew. Them doomed by fire and blistering flames, kept growing higher. No one would ever hear the sailors' claims that the stowaway engulfed in red flames. Became the captain of the burning ship with flaming eyes and the will in his grip. While the crew floated with lives all but done, the stowaway sailed off into the sun, forever crossing the endless seas on his burning ship, the Infinity. A sailor who squints into the sunset will likely see the infinity yet, sailing the line of the sea's horizon into the hold the sun each day dies in. It's where each sailor who's been lost at sea has also stared into infinity.